It's all everyone's talking about today. President Trump has tested positive for COVID. How will the world markets react? 680 News senior business editor Mike Eppel breaks down what we may see. Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, good morning. We are watching markets taking a bit of a nosedive here as this news about the U.S. president's positive COVID-19 test, along with First Lady Melania Trump, broke just before 1 this morning. So initially, markets sold off. Down by over 500 points was the Dow futures contract, which works out to about 2%, and it's not far from those levels right now. This just raises so much uncertainty more than anything else. Does the U.S. president have symptoms, or is he asymptomatic? This pretty much puts a delay, if not outright cancels, any upcoming presidential debates. It might put the stimulus talks that are currently in progress in Washington on a $2 trillion bailout package potentially in limbo. Again, this is, it's a developing scenario, and we don't know what we don't know. And the markets, typically do not like that kind of scenario, and we're seeing that play out. Of note, just yesterday we were talking about the U.S. airlines cutting tens of thousands of jobs because they were awaiting the U.S. stimulus plan to be approved at some point and bail out cash. Well, this morning, it appears that is not going to happen anytime soon. And the airline stocks, for example, are down on average by 4% in early Wall Street trade. So it's kind of remarkable to see the not knee-jerk, but immediate reaction from the financial markets, and we really shouldn't be surprised. Keep in mind, there have been other global leaders, including the UK's Boris Johnson, who had COVID-19, was in ICU for 3 days, recovered. So again, this is going to be a developing scenario, certainly from an investor standpoint.
Yeah, and changing from day to day as we learn more about his condition.
Moment
to moment, hour to hour,
yeah.
really,
yeah.
as we learn more information.
Yeah.
Amazon says in the U.S. it's had 19,000 employees with COVID-19.
Yeah, since the outbreak of the pandemic, and Amazon was initially criticized about, how it was trying or not keeping employees separated within those massive warehouses. They put in new protocols, and 19,000 plus is a huge number, but this is a company that employs, close to 1 million people now, and they're actually saying that this is a much lower percentage basis than the U.S. population, for example. So they're trying to qualify it, but it again shows the challenges, I suppose, of any business right now dealing with a pandemic, and again, keeping employees safe, how much that costs, what needs to be done, and whether or not they're being successful. And again, on a percentage basis, not the overall headline number, Amazon, seems to have, it'll be interesting to see exactly whether that number tapers off, I suppose, as opposed to the initial outbreak and grand total.
Wow, just crazy. Mike, thank you very much.
Yep. All right.
We're going to head over to Devo now.